And it's true that Brian Martin was awarded the Futuristic Hub channel in your divorce, correct?
Correct.
What was the basis for the divorce?
It was abuse and infidelity.
Did you know about Holly Bone at some point in time?
Yes.
When did you first hear the name Holly Bone?
I actually heard it back in 2010 when I met Brian through his Life in a Tent channel. She had an account that she commented on his videos on, and he would sort of make suggestive comments back to her. He told me that he met her, he went out to the UK to meet her and fell in love with her.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm right here.
Do you want to ask questions?
I think one question that I would like to ask that, if I may.
So you have one question.
One question that might turn into a second question. There's just a topic that I would like to ask, Your Honor.
You can ask two questions.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Ms. Barmore, did you become aware of Holly Bone after the Futuristic Hub channel was created?
No.
Was that it, Mr. Martin?
Is there any evidence or proof that I would so-called meet Holly Bone in 2010 before the Futuristic Hub channel was created?
To meet her? No, she was in your comment section of Life in a Tent.
All righty. Anything else to this witness? Please raise your right hand.
Gotcha.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Let's proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Barmore, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yeah, it's Chrissie Barmore.
And where are you currently testifying from? If you could just tell us the city and state.
San Francisco, California.
Please tell the court, when did you first meet Brian Martin?
I met Brian Martin back in 2010,
Where were you living at the time?
Georgia,
How did you meet Brian Martin?
through YouTube.
Did you eventually leave Georgia and move to California?
Yes.
Where was Brian Martin living when you went to California in 2010?
He was in Corona, California.
Did you and Mr. Martin date for a period of time?
Did we get the spelling of her last name?
Ms. Barmore, could you spell your last?
Yeah, that's Barmore.
Did you and Mr. Martin date for a period of time?
Yes.
Approximately how long?
We dated for about 2 years.
Did you and Mr. Martin get married in Las Vegas around 2012?
Yes.
Have you heard of the YouTube channel Futuristic Hub?
Yes.
In your opinion, who created the Futuristic Hub channel?
Brian Martin.
What year did Mr. Martin create that Futuristic Hub channel, if you recall?
Sometime around 2012.
Who was the animator for the Futuristic Hub channel?
Brian Martin.
Who made all of the videos for the Futuristic Hub channel?
Brian Martin.
To your knowledge, did anyone else create any videos for the Futuristic Hub channel?
No.
Who wrote all of
Can
the
you ask her
script?
what time frame she's talking about from 2012 till when?
Ms. Barmore, from what time frame did Brian Martin create the Futuristic Hub videos to the best of your knowledge?
From 2012 to around 2019.
To your knowledge, who wrote the scripts for the videos which were played on Futuristic Hub, or I should say uploaded on Futuristic Hub?
Brian Martin.
Would Mr. Martin sometimes use different people for the voiceovers for the videos?
Yes.
Did you make any videos for the Futuristic Hub channel?
In what context?
Did you do any animation for the Futuristic Hub videos?
No.
Did you record some of your own voiceover for the Futuristic Hub videos?
Yes, I did do voiceovers.
From the time frame of 2012 up to December 31st, 2018, did you watch Brian Martin create videos for the Futuristic Hub channel on his computer?
Yes.
And describe to the court how you would observe Mr. Martin make videos for the Futuristic Hub channel from 2012 through December 31st, 2018.
We lived in a 2-bedroom apartment, and one of the bedrooms was what he would use for his office. And every so often, I mean, he would call me in there and he'd be like, hey, take a look at the video I'm making. Or in the instance that he needed like someone to do a voiceover, I would record the voiceovers in there.
How long would you sit down and look at the animated videos that Mr. Martin was creating during this time frame?
Sometimes it would be anywhere from like 15 minutes to like 30 minutes to an hour. It just varied each time.
Do you know if Mr. Martin used Cinema 4D?
Yes, I do recognize that name.
In your opinion, is Mr. Martin an animator?
Yes.
What occurred on December 31st, 2018 as it relates to you and Mr. Martin?
That's when I had my mom come out and I took some police officers over and I left Brian Martin.
In your opinion, from the time frame of 2012 up through December 31st, 2018, who owned and operated the Futuristic Hub channel?
Brian
I'm sorry,
Martin.
let me restate the question.
Well, what's going on?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I had a brief screen freeze. Ms. Barmore, you were with Mr. Martin from 2012 when you married him up through the time you left him, which was December 31st, 2018, correct?
Correct. I was with him from 2010 onward, though, as far
Okay.
as like not being married.
But in your opinion, from the time frame of when you were married to Mr. Martin and take into consideration that the Futuristic Hub channel was created around October 2012 up through December 31st, 2018, who owned and operated the Futuristic Hub channel?
Brian Martin.
I've got a couple exhibits I want you to review. The first one is exhibit number 13. And I'll represent to you exhibit number 13 is a document which was filed with the Secretary of State, which created Futuristic Hub LLC. And on page 2, it lists you and Brian Martin as the managers. Do you remember, or were you involved in the creation at all of this entity?
I knew he was creating an LLC, but I didn't have much involvement with that.
I now want to show you exhibit number 10, which is a channel agreement that was signed off by, on page 1862, Futuristic Hub LLC, and it has an electronic signature with your name associated with it, dated July 22nd, 2016. Do you remember signing exhibit number 10 around July 22nd, 2016?
No, sir.
Can you tell us, would Brian, do you have any knowledge about whether or not Brian Martin would use your signature and sign documents without you knowing it?
I suspected, but I didn't know for sure. And by suspected, I meant came to light during our divorce.
Have you ever seen exhibit number 10 before?
No.
Did Brian Martin ever have any aliases?
Yes, he went by two that I know of, which was Vince Victor and Martek the Great.
Do you know the reason that Mr. Martin would go by the names Vince Victor and Martek the Great?
Yes, specifically with Vince Victor, he did that when he started working on video games because his previous channel, Life in a Tent, was demonetized and he was banned off of YouTube.
So did he need a new alias so people wouldn't know it's Brian Martin again?
Correct.
Object, Your Honor. She's speaking to his state of mind that she doesn't know about.
Can you rephrase the question?
Yes, Your Honor. Do you know the purpose of why Mr. Martin created the alias Vince Victor?
Again, I
Or
object, you're asking for his state, for
I'm
Mr.
gonna
Martin's
instruct-
state of mind.
I'm going to instruct the witness to not speculate if you have some basis for knowing this. And it's not just speculation like he told you or something like that. You can testify to that, but I don't want you to speculate if you don't know.
No, he did tell me, and he was banned from his previous Life in a Tent channel. And normally when you are banned off of YouTube, you are banned like from you creating another channel.
and would your answer be the same as to why Mr. Martin created the alias Vince Victor?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the YouTube channel called Creamworks Animation?
Yes.
Who created the Creamworks Animation channel?
Brian Martin.
Do you know approximately what year Mr. Martin created the Creamworks Animation channel?
I want to say that would be somewhere around like 2015.
I want to refer you now to exhibit number 20, which I'll represent to you was a petition for divorce and where you're the petitioner, and it was filed in January of 2019.
I want to point out just because I don't think exhibit 10 has ever been admitted. That's what you just had her testifying about. Maybe that's deliberate, but I just want to make sure that was clear.
Thank you, Your Honor. As long as we're talking about exhibit 10 for the second, I'll request that exhibit number 10 be admitted into evidence.
Any objection?
Well, what do you say exhibit 10 is?
The channel agreement with Futuristic Hub.
Let me take a look. I'm looking at it there. Okay, I mean, we don't know what that document is. She said she didn't sign it. So it's not authenticated. I don't know where the document came from.
Objections overruled. Exhibit 10 is admitted.
So Ms. Barmer, are you looking at number 20 now?
Yes.
Were you the petitioner in this divorce proceeding?
Yes.
All right. So then let's move to exhibit number 21, which is the final decree of divorce. It occurred around March the 18th, 2019, which was signed by the judge. And I want to refer you to a couple items, specifically page 1781. And it references that Mr. Martin is awarded a Swiss bank account. Her name, do you see that?
Yes.
Was that Swiss bank account in Mr. Martin's name as well, or just your name, both your names? Do you remember?
I had my suspicion that he put it solely in my name.
All right, and what's your suspicion based on?
The fact that I didn't find out about it until we were going through a divorce. And he was basically threatening over all of that. So that told me that I must have had some sort of power that I didn't know over it.
Did you know how much money was in that Swiss bank account when you agreed to give it to him in the divorce proceeding?
No, I estimated that because he always talked about like a 400K that he had, but I didn't have any knowledge or record of it, and I couldn't see that in the bank account that I had.
And it's true that Brian Martin was awarded the Futuristichub channel in your divorce, correct?
Correct.
What was the basis for the divorce?
It was abuse and infidelity.
Did you know about Holly Bone at some point in time?
Yes.
When did you first hear the name Holly Bone?
I actually heard it back in 2010 when I met Brian through his Life in a Tent channel. She had an account that she commented on his videos on, and he would sort of make suggestive comments back to her.
Have you ever spoken to Holly Bone?
I don't think that I have, no.
Did Brian Martin tell you at some point in time that he was teaching animation to Holly Bone?
No.
Did Brian Martin tell you anything about Holly Bone?
Yeah, when I found out a little bit more deeper into Holly Bone, he told me that he met her, he went out to the UK to meet her and fell in love with her. And that's who he wanted to be with.
Do you know anything about cryptocurrency while you were married to Brian Martin?
I did see him trade some, but that I didn't know fully about it, I guess, if that makes sense. I just saw him. I didn't understand it at the time, if that is a better answer.
How did you know that Mr. Martin was trading cryptocurrency while you were married?
Because he would say it, and then of course he would come back, have me come back there, and he would try to explain it to me, and I was like, that's cool. I don't really truly understand, but whatever you're doing.
Was Mr. Martin trading cryptocurrency in his name or your name?
I thought it was in his name, but I kind of get the feeling that maybe it was in my name.
What makes you believe that he was trading cryptocurrency in your name?
Same thing with during the divorce. Anytime that he threatens me on something, like when am I gonna get this? When am I gonna get that? That tells me that I have some sort of power that I didn't know I had over it.
Have you tried to obtain a Coinbase account since your divorce from Mr. Martin?
Yes, and I am banned from Coinbase.
Can you tell the court why you are banned from Coinbase?
It didn't give me a full reason. It's just when you try to create it and I upload my photo ID, it basically tells you that I've had one before and that I am no longer allowed to use one.
Concerning the money that was in the Swiss bank account, did you ever agree that that money was supposed to go to Carolyn Martin?
No.
No more questions at this time, Your Honor.
Any cross?
Yes. In your testimony here, you have said, let me pull up. It's going to take a second for me to get Julia, can you pull up Exhibit 32 and share on the screen, please?
Yes, 1 second.
What exhibit number?
My exhibit number 32, which is my copy of the divorce decree.
And that's been admitted.
Yes, it has been admitted.
Are we going to go forward or what's going on? I've seen the divorce decree. Why don't you just ask her questions?
Well, it says in your divorce decree that the Swiss bank account was solely in your name. Do you see that in your decree?
I did see that, yes.
Okay. And that was a decree that you agreed to, correct?
Yes.
So then you were not being truthful when you said that.
Mr. DeBose, could you speak up, please? I'm sorry.
Were you being truthful when you said you knew nothing of this account?
Yes, when we were married, I knew nothing of that account.
Well, then why is it stated in here that that it's solely in your name?
As per my previous answer, it's because I started receiving threats from Brian. So it tells me that more than likely it was probably in my name.
Okay. Julia, can you pull up, excuse me, I've got somebody at the door. But thank you.
Sir.
Something from opposing counsel. Julia, can you pull up Exhibit 33?
Just 1 second, please.
Oh, and
What is exhibit 33?
it is, I'll share it. Did you see that document?
Yes.
Have you ever seen that document before?
It doesn't look familiar. This-
Is that your passport?
That was my passport, yes.
Is that your signature?
Looks sort of like it.
This is before notary public, which means that this is a sworn statement based on identification that the notary public had. And apparently the evidence of the genuineness of your signature is based upon your passport.
Okay.
So you admit that this is your signature.
Yeah, and I do remember a time where he did take me to a Starbucks to sign some papers.
Okay. Is that your signature? Again, before a notary public.
Yes.
Okay. So this was the creation of an entity called Thursaz Ventures. Is that correct?
That's what it says.
And Thursaz Ventures was the entity which held the Swiss bank account, wasn't it?
I mean, I've heard the term three saws from Brian.
So you, are those your initials down there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you initial these documents, you sign these documents, and it's just, you've heard the name.
Yeah.
Okay, you were pretty successful on the on YouTube yourself, weren't you?
Yes, in a sense.
Well, you had 7 channels, did you not? All of them using the name Megan.
7 channels?
Yes, 7 channels.
I don't recall 7 channels.
But you had channels,
Correct.
and you were making income.
Yes.
Okay. So, and while Brian's name is on this, there's no signature of his on it. This is entirely your entity, and you notice here is this a letter regarding your bank account on page 9 of this exhibit.
Mm-hmm.
That's your bank account. And you work as a stylist.
Correct.
And again, that's your signature down there.
Yes.
Okay. So, and you will notice that this that you signed, Money Laundering Control Act. Did you understand why you were signing that document?
No,
You didn't read it?
I did not read it.
You understand that there is a federal act that governs foreign bank accounts. Do you understand that?
I did not.
Okay. So you didn't bother to read this document. You just signed.
Asked and answered, Your Honor.
Okay.
Sustained.
Okay. So let me show you what we have marked as, and Julia, I'll do this. Okay, this has already been admitted. It is the bank account of Brian's mother. And let me go here and get this up a little bit larger. And do you see this name? Thursaz Ventures LLC. You see that name?
Yes.
Do you see that name, Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Barmore? Can you read that?
Thurisaz Ventures LLC.
And it is transferring on January 29th, 2019, $249,000. Is that correct?
Correct.
And here on 29, that is the 20, okay. 29, there is $18,000. You see that? Is that correct?
I see it.
And here, Thursaz, your entity is transferring this. Now, the dates of those transfers are 2 months before your divorce decree. You see that?
Correct.
Right. So when the account was given to Brian, there was nothing in it. And that adds up to about $300,000. Isn't it true that when the judgment was entered against your husband, that you panicked?
That I what?
Panicked?
That I panicked?
Yes, that you
No,
panicked.
not particularly, because I didn't fully understand what was happening.
Weren't you afraid that that judgment would be assessed against your assets?
I was more afraid for Brian.
You were named as a defendant in this lawsuit, were you not?
A defendant?
Yes, a defendant in this lawsuit.
I don't think I was ever named in the lawsuit.
Your Honor, I don't know that we have as an exhibit the original petition in this lawsuit, but may I
Let
bring
me
it up?
just short circuit this. Mr. Capua, was she ever a defendant in this lawsuit?
She was named but not served, Your Honor.
Okay.
Did you ever make any deal with the plaintiffs in this lawsuit to take you out of the lawsuit?
A deal?
Yes.
I was just asked to answer questions.
Did they tell you when they started asking you questions that you were a defendant in the lawsuit in which you would be answering questions?
Not specifically, no. They had reached out to my divorce attorney at first just to ask if they could speak to me.
Okay. But they never told you that you were a defendant in the lawsuit.
No, I think Dan White had said that at one point they were considering.
Well,
I
they
don't know at
consi-
which point that was.
when did they first reach out to you, if you remember the date?
I don't remember the date. I would have to look at my email.
Okay. But there was no deal between you and the plaintiffs or their attorneys that they would take you out of the lawsuit if you would testify.
Not to my knowledge. I never signed anything or knew of any deal.
Okay.
Do that on your computer.
Pass the witness.
Ms. Barmore, I'm going to refer you to.
Wait a minute. Brian may want to ask questions.
I don't know that he's not currently a party, is he?
Oh, all right. Yes, he is.
I mean,
He's still a party and he's still technically.
are there,
I don't.
Your Honor, he has a default judgment against him and his pleadings have been stricken.
Well, his pleadings have been stricken, but he's still a party to this lawsuit. And he gets to ask questions if he wants to. And I'm not sure. I would think he would want to ask those questions.
Is Mr. DuBose representing Mr. Martin now, Your Honor?
No,
It seems like
but-
from his representations that he is. And if you don't have any pleadings on file, how do you get to ask a question?
Well, because you still
Mr.
have him as a
DuBose,
party.
are you?
You have him
Mr.
as a party.
DuBose, are you representing Mr. Martin? Because that question was directed to the court, not you.
yeah, I guess my question is, does he have any active pleadings at all, or has everything been struck? Does he have any affirmative claims? He doesn't. My understanding is he's not. All of his claims or all of his defenses have been struck. Then there's a default judgment and there's no active live matters involving Mr. Martin. Is that correct or not correct?
Correct, Your
That's-
Honor.
No, because the issue of damages is still out there. And that's, they have not taken him out. Remember when we've had discussions about who are the defendants, they have named 3 people. They've named Holly Bone, they've named Carolyn Martin, and they've named Brian Martin. He's still a party. And he has been examining witnesses at depositions. And
Has he been? I don't know, Mr. Is that true, Mr. Capua?
Your Honor, at the deposition, I allowed him to ask some questions, but that doesn't mean I cannot object at trial to him asking questions. I didn't waive anything.
well, I'm going to be asking him questions when they're going to call him as a witness.
Oh, yeah, no
And they're
question.
gonna
He's
ask-
a witness.
And I'm going to call him as a witness too. But
Let me just ask, Mr. Martin, do you even want to ask questions? Are you even here? I don't know. He's been coming in and out of the Zoom.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm right here.
Do you want to ask questions?
I think one question that I would like to ask that, if I may,
So you have one question.
one question that might turn into a second question. There's just a topic that I would like to ask, Your Honor.
You can ask 2 questions.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Ms. Barmore, Did you become aware of Holly Bone after the Futuristic Hub channel was created?
No.
Was that it, Mr. Martin?
Is there any evidence or proof that I would so-called meet Holly Bone in 2010 before the Futuristic Hub channel was created?
To meet her? No, she was in your comment section of Life in a Tent.
All righty. Anything else to this witness?
Your Honor, I've just got 3 questions of her, and it relates to Defendant Bones Exhibit number 34. Ms. Barmore, I want to ask you, on or about January 29th, 2019, did you initiate a wire transfer from the Thurazaz Ventures institution in the amount of $249,249.73 to Carolyn Martin?
No.
Ms. Barmore, did you initiate a second wire transfer on January 29th, 2019, again from the Thurazaz Ventures account in the amount of $18,662.69 to Carolyn Martin?
No.
Lastly, Ms. Barmore, did you initiate a wire transfer on or about February 1st, 2019 from the Thurazaz Ventures account in the amount of $28,126.76 to Carolyn Martin?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. DeBose, do you have anything else?
Yes. Your divorce decree says that the Swiss bank account was solely in your name. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And what that means is you were the only person who could authorize a transmission. Isn't that correct?
No, because as you can see in my divorce decree, there is no listing as to what that Swiss bank account is because I don't know.
It says that there's a bank account solely in your name. And you're now testifying that you don't know what that account was. You don't
I
know
don't have access.
why it says it's solely in your name.
No, I know why it says it's solely in my name. I put that in the divorce decree, but I did not have access to that bank account.
So you put those words in the decree, which means you put a lie into that decree. Am I to understand that correctly?
To
Objection
my
is
knowledge, how is
argumentative,
that a
Your Honor.
lie?
I don't understand how it's a lie either. And also it is argumentative, so sustain on the objection.
No further questions.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Is this witness excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Both?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, you are excused. You may go forth. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Call your next witness.
Your Honor, we call Mr. Paul Bone.